Hi guys, so welcome back to the T45 live classes. So Nogi Passing is the next kind of 2 to 3 classes, definitely 2 classes, maybe a third. We're focusing mainly on HQ passing and looking at a couple of different types of passes that I like to play from the HQ position, and going to look at a couple of development drills to help build your passing, just kind of your leg dexterity and just kind of your muscle memory when it comes to passing, because again, passing is quite a high-paced part of Jiu-Jitsu. It's like you kind of have to make, well, I suppose in all Jiu-Jitsu you have to make decisions very fast, but passing especially, you're kind of going into the danger zone, which is your opponent's guard, so you kind of need to be able to make those decisions fast, and you need to kind of not have to second guess yourself. So that's what the development drills are going to hopefully help you build towards. So what we're going to start with is just our leg weaving drill. So we're going to get Laura to just go back into, lay back on her back. Yeah. So Laura's just going to lay back on her back, and I'm going to let her get kind of standing butterfly here. Okay, so we're going to work on weaving our legs through. So I'm going to just put my hands on Laura's shins here. I'm going to put a bit of pressure down on my knee, and then I'm going to leg weave from my knee. So I'm just going to push my knee around and into the inside. So then I'll do the same with the other leg. Boom. And then Laura can come back in. Yeah, exactly. So here, in. Okay, so if you look at how my legs are moving, guys, I'm not actually moving my leg away or trying to kick around Laura's legs. I'm actually letting it kind of like my knee sort of hold, my shin sort of holds her leg in place, and then I'm rotating from my knee. And that's really important, because if you start to try to kick your leg over, they can just follow, or if you kick around, you're just going to lose your own balance. So just keeping your leg driving down, like Laura tries to extend her leg here, it's my knee's actually making it difficult, and then I can just move around. It's a very, very simple drill. Just gets you very used to kind of just, obviously I don't want Laura having inside position. If she's a leg locker, she's going to get a leg lock pretty fast if I leave her have inside position. So by playing this kind of drill, I just get used to having inside position myself, and attacking passes is a lot easier when you're inside position. Okay, so boom, here, and now we're actually starting to get into our HQ once we get one leg inside, or if we just want to play safe and not get leg locked, then both legs inside and we're here. Okay, so that's the first drill. And now the second drill. Again, we're staying standing, but we're just going to do, I call this the deflection drill. I don't know if there's another name for it. So essentially what we're going to do is set up our HQ. So HQ is a passing position. A lot of people play it, but the way they set it up is different. So some people play it from standing and they try to set it up from here. We're going to just pretend that like we get Laura back on our back. So maybe we'll just like do the leg flick, or we can just do a bit of a head shove or something to get them lying flat on their back. Now from here, I'm going to just lower my centre of gravity, so I'm going to lower my hips a bit lower to here. I'm going to put my hands on Laura's shins. I'm just going to kind of generate a bit of force forward. So I'm not driving forward madly, I'm just creating a bit of forward pressure. So a bit of forward pressure, and now Laura's going to start pushing against me, and as soon as I feel that, I can deflect her legs across to one side, yeah? So again, in here, I push, I deflect, and now I can step in. This is my inside staple leg, and this is my outside leg. And I'm just going to drop my knees forward to create a bit of downward pressure, and I'm using her foot essentially like a chair, and I'm sitting my bum down on top of it. And it's a pretty shitty position for Laura, because she's carrying a lot of my weight. Now if you ever watch Gordon Ryan passing, he flow passes from here. I'm not going to do that today, but it's how he sets it up. So again, one more time, and here, I deflect, bring my legs over to this side, I staple my leg down on her bottom leg, and my top leg, or my chest is just going to sit on her top leg, and my other leg is just clamping against her hip here. So I'm in a pretty strong passing position, okay? Those are your development drills. Now we're going to look at the actual passes, okay? So the first pass we're going to look at is our knee cup pass. You've all seen knee cup passes? Say it better.
Well, do you want to go that way and then you can see it?
Yeah, I'll go that way. Okay, so we're going to look at a way of getting to the knee cut from our HQ, and then we're going to look at they don't give us the knee cut, maybe they're playing lazy and they're just like refusing to open up and give us the space. So we're going to look at a different pass then, okay? So again, I'm here, maybe they're here, I'm just going to flick Laura to get her back on her back. Again, I'm going to do that deflection, and I set up my HQ here. So I'm in a strong HQ position. As soon as I get to HQ, a lot of the time, people start to lean up here if they're looking to flow pass. We're not doing that today. We're actually going to put her hand on the mat by Laura's hip here. My wrist is essentially caging her hip here, so it's quite a strong thing. And now as soon as I feel her hip start to move, I'm going to move with her. So as soon as she wants to start squaring her guard back up, I step and I bring her up onto her side as much as I can here. So now I'm in a very strong passing position. I pretty much have the pass completed. All I got to do now is secure this inside control on this elbow here, and I can grab my hips and I can slide through into my pass. Okay, so again, they're going to want to square up. They're not going to like just lie there. If they do, we'll do a slightly different pass in a second. But for the most part, they're going to want to square their hips back up. They want that guard position. So every time they try to set the guard back up, we're essentially going to preempt it by passing with the knee. So again, from here, pressure or defense, and here. As soon as I feel her square back up, I step my outside leg and I drag my other leg here. See it? So my underhook becomes my underhook on the top. From here, I'm going to get my inside elbow control here. I just need to create a bit of space for my hip to go into. So I create a bit of space and I drop my hip into a knee cut position, or into my Kazagatami here. I can start securing. Okay, so one more time. From here, pressure down or defense, up here. Switches, and I get into my knee cut here. I can drive that underhook up a bit higher, get my control on her elbow, pull it up, pass. Okay, so that's the first pass. Very strong pass. It's kind of your first port of call when you're playing HQ. So now we'll look at if they don't react. Maybe they try to, what's the word for it? Kind of preempt it by staying where they are. So they're not going to like try to square their hips back up. They're not going to try to square their hips back up this time. But what they're going to try to do is they're just going to try to stall me out essentially. So again, I'm going to come into the same position and I get to my my HQ, sorry, forgot word there. So I get to my HQ and Laura's not moving, she's just staying where she is. She doesn't want me to knee cut, she knows that's coming. She's just going to stay where she is. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to tread my knee around her bum. So I'm going to lift my knees going to come around and I get to this kind of staple position. It's kind of like a hip smash pass. We're just going to look at it from here. So one thing to note here is your trailing leg, so this leg should never come inside here. If it goes in there, you're going to get the leg locked. Okay, so just make sure it doesn't go through that hole. Okay, keep it in this position here. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my underhook so I can walk my far arm up until it gets to Laura's shoulder, because once it's on her shoulder, it will be an underhook once I pass, essentially. So then from here I'm going to get the elbow and lift the elbow to create a bit of space here. I want to make room for my knee. So I'm going to make a bit of space from here. I'm going to walk. And once my knee goes over her knee, I can drop my knee down. And now I'm in a very strong passing position. Laura's pretty upset with me right now. So what she's going to do is she's going to want to straighten out her body. And as soon as she does that, I step into mount. It's a very, very strong pass. You're essentially going from a guard position into mount, which is a very strong transition. So we'll do one more. So again, pressure and here. Now Laura doesn't want me to pass, so she just doesn't square up. She just says, oh, I'm okay here, I'll just chill. And you know, she's just exactly, that might happen, she might look at me like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tread my knee around the back of her bum. So I'm here, tread, and I get to this smash position here. From here, I'm going to walk my hand up to get the underhook, and I start to use my other hand to create a bit of space. Now she probably won't like it hurt, yeah, she'll do this, yeah. So see, there's spaces there now, I can get my knee in. So I'm going to walk. Once my knee's just above her knee, I can drop it down. I can keep twisting her until she wants to flop out, and then I step into my mount, which is a very, obviously one of the best positions in Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm going to give Laura a break now, because that was a lot of passing. Like good passing, just kind of two types of passing. There's pressure and there's speed. Whenever you're doing pressure passes, even though they don't look like standard stack passes or pressure passes, you're still creating a lot of pressure and making them feel uncomfortable. You make them feel uncomfortable, they're going to give you a pass. They don't want to be in that position. So you're creating a position that they don't want to be in for very long, and then that's what's going to give you your pass. Okay, so that was the kind of the standard pass sequence that we were going to look at. What we'll do next week is we'll be looking more of a kind of a sequence to get to their back control from those passes. So we're going to look at two separate passes, and we'll use both of them to set up our back takes. Okay, so as usual, hope you enjoyed the class, guys. Throw us a message, give us a couple of comments on Facebook, whatever. Yeah, just hopefully we'll be back training soon, guys. This is
Stay safe.
yeah, temporary measure, so you know, we're as stir crazy as you guys, but yeah, hope you enjoy it. Take it easy.
Bye.